Every single time you're online, you are leaving this digital trail of incredibly valuable data. But who's actually cashing in on it? We're at this really interesting crossroads right now where you could finally get control and, yeah, even get paid. But how we get there? Well, it could go in one of two very, very different ways. So let's break it down.
Right now, I think you know the answer to that question. It's almost certainly not you, right? We're the ones creating all this data, but these huge centralized companies are the ones making all the money from it. But that whole status quo is finally being challenged, and it's leading us to a major fork in the road.
And this change, it's presenting us with a really critical choice. Seriously, the path we take from here is going to define who holds the power in the next era of the internet.
Okay, so here are the two big models we're talking about. You've got Path A, where you basically become a little company, actively selling your data. And then you have Path B, where the focus is totally on ownership and privacy, but you can still get rewarded. Let's really dig into what each of these means. So let's kick things off with Path A. In this world, you're not the product being sold behind the scenes anymore. Nope, you actually become the one doing the selling, packaging up and hawking your own personal information. So in practice, this would mean you'd, bundle up your browsing history, your location data, all your shopping habits, and then you'd sell it to whoever pays the most. But, and this is the really critical part, once that data is sold, it's gone. You've lost control. The company that buys it, they can do whatever they want with it, which means at the end of the day, they still hold all the cards and all your info. Now, Path B, this is a completely different vision. The goal here isn't to sell your data at all. It's to get rewarded for it while it stays yours, totally private and totally secure. Now, that might sound a little complicated, I get it, but it's all made possible by a pretty key shift in technology. And that technology is a decentralized network. Think of it like this. Instead of all your data flowing to one single company's giant computer servers, it's routed and stored across a whole network of users, just like you. This completely removes that central gatekeeper, which means there's no single company that can just scoop up your information and sell it. Here's the play-by-play. You create data, just like you always do. But then, that data gets immediately encrypted and sharded, which is just a fancy word for saying it's broken up into tiny, unreadable pieces. Those little pieces get scattered all across the network, so no one person or computer has the whole picture. And the cool part is, you get rewarded for allowing your encrypted, scrambled data to be part of these huge anonymous data sets, all without ever giving up your actual privacy or your raw information. The crucial difference here is that this whole model is built from the ground up on a foundation of privacy. Your data is yours and yours alone, but it's protected by the entire network. And since there's no big company sitting in the middle, there's literally no single entity that can sell your information, even if they wanted to. The system just doesn't allow for it. So, this brings us right back to the core of the debate. As we're all standing at this fork in the road, the decision isn't just about whether we can make a small payment for our data. It's about something way more fundamental. This gets to the real heart of the issue. This whole conflict is about control. Is the goal just to become a small-time vendor selling off little pieces of ourselves to the same giant corporations? Or is the goal to build a whole new system where we, the users, actually retain the ultimate control over our own information? This question from our source material just cuts right to the heart of it. If the whole point is to give people power, then why on earth would you design a model that just turns everyone into their own little data broker for the same big companies? It kind of suggests that you're not really changing the game. You're just inserting yourself as a new kind of middleman in a system where the corporation still wins and gets all the data in the end. So, that's the choice we're facing. As these new models are being built all around us, we really have to decide what we want our digital lives to look like. Is your data just another product you can sell for a quick buck? Or is it a fundamental asset that you should own, that you should control, and that you should protect? Because the path we choose, well, that's going to shape the future of privacy for every single one of us.